welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got LeBron James. Jason Kidd is out there with Michael Jordan. Then it's Kareem, and it's Malone in at the 4 spot.
A massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar. Impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's Jordan. Pass to Kidd. On deep. Offensive rebound. Malone. And Kareem throws it down.
Yeah, defensively, Kevin, this is a mismatch. No contest. Jabbar with his length at the rim, forget about it.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
On offense, here are the West All-Stars. It's a 3-point game. And here's Kidd from the arc. A 3-pointer is right on target.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Pass to Jordan, and they double up Jordan. Outside Kidd, 6 on the shot clock. To the inside, here's Malone. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. I asked him how hands-on he was planning to be, and he said, not much. He told me it's fun to coach these guys to see what I can generate out of certain matchups, but that's more the exception than the rule. I think I'll be as much of a spectator as anyone. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Here is Kidd after Magic Johnson's bucket. James looking around. Knocks it loose. Fires from the wing. That shot no good. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Bird, the pass to Johnson. That one goes in.
There's the peripheral vision we talk about. Bird finding a wide open teammate.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Johnson.
Well, the court awareness of Magic Johnson, coupled with his 6'9" size, make him as unique a point guard as we've ever seen, who does everything for this team.
Passes to Kidd. Kidd is doubled. Back to Jordan. Down low. Here's Malone. Good work defensively by Johnson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Well, you know, if you're playing Robertson to score, not a bad idea, but that means you're going to leave other guys open, and he'll find them.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar following the basket by Larry Bird. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Hill. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to James. Second chance shot. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Hill looking it over. Back to Johnson. Let's go. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Johnson against LeBron. Kicks the Kidd. Back to LeBron. And there's the pass to Malone. Over Hill. And that one goes long.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Russell, he's checked in for the East. Nash comes in for Robertson. The West also making some changes. Moses Malone. He's checked in for Malone. Pippen comes in for James. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Michael Jordan. Now here's Duncan. Back to Johnson. And it's Malone with the rebound. Here's Wade. And then Wade slams it in.
And, you know, Wade doesn't mess around when he's driving inside now. Exceptional at taking off from the launching pad and flying in for the dunk.
Here is Nash. Pass to Duncan. Outside, Russell. It's tipped. Kidd with it. Guarded now by Larry Bird. There's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the assist by Kidd.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Nash. Feet away. Count it.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Kidd against Nash. Oh, and here comes Nash all alone. Stops, pops. That one drops for him. Nash has got his second basket of the game.
And Nash terrific at shooting while in rhythm. Effortlessly just switching between the dribble to the pull-up.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the West All-Stars up by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Back up, back up, back up.
Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-star action never disappoints.
And, you know, fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. They've got Dwayne Wade. Pippen is out there with Anthony Davis. And there's Bryant, and it's Malone in at the center. Now here's Hayes. Back to Nash. 6 to shoot. Hayes dishes to Russell. From deep, Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Harden's got the game tied up here for the East All-Stars. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Yeah, that kind of deep, pretty typical in this event. Second half may be a different story, but the first half, it's pretty soft.
And finished off by Davis.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Now, here's Nash. Russell looking around. Pass to Baylor. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Pippen.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Here's Russell. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. From deep, Harden. And that's collected by Malone. The West All-Stars with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points, and Kobe gets it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
That one falls. Bryant's got the lead up to 8 now for the West All-Stars. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Russell passes to Baylor. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
With the floater, that shot is off. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Nash against Wade. Nash kicks to Harden. And they're on the break. Floats it up for Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And Scottie Pippen so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
Timeout called, East All-Stars.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
New players in now for the East. Kidd against Robertson. Drexler right side. It's tipped.
The 9 shots. Weber doing a good job utilizing his length and setting the tone defensively.
It's good. And it's a 10-point West All-Star lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the West All-Stars.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually, have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
On offense, here are the West All-Stars. They're on a 14-6 run. Malone in the post. East grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Allen after Grant Hill misses. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throw tonight. A free throw drops for Kidd.
And Kidd, really just a nightly triple-double threat. Big point guard who can score, pass, and also rebounds the ball.
Now here's Duncan. Shoots over Weber. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
It's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Boy, the size Weber has a real asset in the post, and he knows how to use it for these dunks.
Here's Hill. Duncan trying to break loose. Hill, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Drexler after Chris Webber scored. Robertson dishes to Duncan. And again, unable to change momentum here. Webber the pass to Malone. LeBron outside. Over Robertson. And Malone gets it to go on the assist by James. Malone's got his second bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. West All-Stars lead by 17. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. The West putting on a show in that first half, and that's exactly what the All-Star Game is all about. So much talent on the floor for the Western Conference this year, and they're putting it all to use. The East in danger of getting their doors blown off if they don't turn things around in a big way in the second half.
Well, when it comes to a shootout, the Wild West, it's what it's all about. These guys score in bunches. Really hard to match up with. The East has tried to put up a fight, but they don't really have the same level of talent as you've seen in the first half.
We know the Western Conference roster is filled with superstars, not just all-stars. But the best of the best in the East aren't going to just go down without a fight. I think the East needs to be a little bit more physical and probably work a little bit harder, and the second half is going to be fun.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star Game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the East All-Stars, they've got Bird. Magic Johnson is out there with Robertson. And it's Hill. And it's Duncan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Robertson. Following the basket by LeBron James.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Lets it go from the wing. Excellent D there from Hill. And it's Hill with the jam.
Yeah, that says it all right there. Grant Hill finishing the drive with some thunder. When he's moving at full speed, boy, it looks like he can fly.
Now here's Jordan. To the wing on the left. Here's Kidd. And it's blocked. And he keeps control of the ball. Here's Bird. And it's Bird with the jam.
There's not much that Hill does not do well. He does a bunch of good things, including spotting the open man and getting the ball to him right away.
Here's Kidd. 8 points for him. Outside Jordan. LeBron outside. 5 to shoot. The 11-footer. And Kareem throws it down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of shimmying and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
Now here is Hill. Releases. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Russell's checked in. The West also making some changes. Anthony Davis is checked in for Malone. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for James. Robertson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the elbow jumper.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here is Hill. Scottie Pippen unable to get his shot to go. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And the relentless nature that is Bill Russell. Always working for the best scoring opportunity. Won't find one better than that.
Now here's Jordan. That shot off the mark. Great tee that time from Johnson. Hill against Pippen. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Davis kicks to Pippen. Knocked away. It's stolen by Hill. And it's Hill with the jam.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, you got to admire and appreciate the unselfishness. I mean, he is always looking up and looking out for his guys. I mean, excellent at finding the open man.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. Gotta like what Jason Kidd has done in this game.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And some changes here for the East. Baylor, he's checked in for Hill. Harden comes in for Magic Johnson. And it's Nash in for Robertson. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Ryan is checked in for Jordan. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Jason Kidd. Now here's Nash. Clock at 6. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Wade. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wade's got 6.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Now here's Bird. Russell passes to Nash. He kicks it to Baylor. Good work defensively by Pippen.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Nash following the basket by Kobe Bryant. The 3 from Harden. West All-Stars with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 8 now on the night. James Harden, one of the most feared scorers in league history. He gets buckets every way you can imagine.
And the beard, known for his fearlessness, attacking, contact, and working himself to the line. I like the restraint he's shown in the All-Star game, relying more on his long-range accuracy to fill up the scoring column.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Hayes comes in for Russell. Clyde Drexler has subbed in for Bird. And Anthony Davis, the #1 pick in 2012, and he's right at home in the All-Star game setting.
And he dropped 52 points in that 2017 game. Naturally, he brought home that MVP award. Not a lot of defense played that night, but again, he did get 50-plus in a regular season game as well.
And it's Bryant missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense. Woo-hoo! That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game, to see plays just like that.
Here's Wade following the basketball. Oh!
Mercy, mercy me.
And the vertical of Wade still remarkable. A high-flying two-guard who loves sending it home.
Now here's Drexler. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The East All-Stars shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Free throw come from Baylor.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
Catching up on changes for the West. Allen's checked in for Kobe. And James subbed in for Anthony Davis. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now, here's Wade. He's got 8. James kicks to Wade. Takes a 3. Offline.
Nice attention to detail on defense. Harden showing he wants to improve on this end of the court.
And so it's the West All-Stars taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, LeBron James is out there at Malone. Then there's Allen. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Malone in at the center, filling out the middle. Back to James. Over Drexler. Kept alive, Malone. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
You know, part of what makes Malone such a good rebounder is his aggressiveness. I mean, and he also has a real nose for the ball.
To the paint, here's Pettit, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pass to Malone. The shot misses. Nice D from Duncan. James against Baylor, and there it is for him.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Wade dishes to Malone. Harden with the defensive effort.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Robertson, he's checked in for Baylor. Michael Jordan is checked in for the West. Kidd comes in for Dwayne Wade. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Bennett, the pass to Duncan. Harden against Jordan. Here's Duncan. Malone with the block.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
First personal foul. Michael Jordan. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
For some, he is the GOAT, Michael Jordan, greatest of all time, legend, arguably the best player of all time. That's a debate for another time, but the epitome of greatness is for sure.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Malone. Both good from the line that time. And here are the East All-Stars now, trailing by 19. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Bird, and it's off the back rim, no good. James against Hill, and he gets it to go.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
Johnson against Jordan. The 15-footer, Duncan gets a wide-open look. Got it from 16 feet.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
Outside Jordan. From the top of the key, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Yeah, Jordan's so crafty in the pick and roll. He's unpredictable and hard to stop in these situations.
Now the pass to Robertson. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
LeBron outside. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Kidd. Shot clock at 6. And Jordan has it in the corner. Over Johnson. That one a little long.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
And just able to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
At the line for 2.
The free throw drops to Robertson.
One of the all-time greats and most versatile scorers ever, Oscar Robertson, showing you how easy it is for him to get to the line.
Russell, he's checked in for the East. Kidd passes to Jordan. Top of the key. And it's good for 2. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And it's in there. And that's now 7 points for Johnson.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Outside Jordan. To the middle. Here's Malone. It's hauled in by Grant Hill.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
LeBron outside. Pass to Jordan. The dish to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Jordan. And he makes that one.
You know, Jordan is an accomplished scorer inside. I mean, feels like he can get whatever shot he wants on the block.
Malone against Bird. Grant Hill on the wing. Lots of room. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Kidd with it. Pass to LeBron. Over Hill. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Kidd.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
No good from Robertson. Outside Kidd. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.